Well, whether Buhari was a disaster or not, I hope we're not going to go through a worse disaster now. At least he was a Democrat. He never attempted to say that no other party should exist. 3 major parties existed under Buhari. We had APC, we had PDP, we had Labour Party. There were 3 major. And there was even a 4th, though not as strong, the NNPP, the one under which Kwankwaso contested. So, I salute Buhari for that he never attempted to kill other political parties. And that's why I'm appealing also to Tinubu, don't do it, because you will regret it later. There is nobody has ever done it who did not regret it later. You regret it. Dictatorship, we fought dictatorship. You were one of the people who fought dictatorship. So why should you now, as a civilian president, attempt to say that no other party should exist? So that is my position. I don't have anything personal against Tinubu. If God says he will win, then let him win, fair and square, not by, harassing other political parties. When you do it right, even you'll be happy that you did it right. You'll be proud. But if you come and destroy what everybody else worked for, well, it will be a big shame. What's my recommendation for INEC? Well, I'm not sure if there's any Nigerian who has not virtually given up on INEC. It's just that we have no choice, so we still have to go to INEC. But I believe people defend their votes. INEC itself will get serious. The next election is not going to be a regular election. It's not going to be a regular election. So people would have to go all out. It happened in Ghana. We saw it in Ghana. The NDC was prepared for their own INEC. They were ready. They did not allow military in ADC. Of course they do. A lot of people don't realize that election is a game of number. It's not a game of sentiment. Oh, they said, your young people are not these young people. We have a lot of young governors right now. What are they doing with it? Very young governors that I'm older than. We have a lot of young ministers in Tinubu's government. What are they doing? So, that's the thing. It's not about age. It's not about age. This person said we're pained politicians who can get over the fact that Tinubu became president. I don't see how you can accuse me of being pained. Tinubu did not tell me not to come to him. I'll be pained if I go to him and he rejected me. No, I never went there. He was governor for 8 years. Do you think if I wanted anything in Lagos, I wouldn't get it? They were sharing land, giving land to journalists in Lagos. Go and check. I didn't take, not because I'm a saint or anything, just because I just wanted my freedom. I wanted to be comfortable, that's all. I know he likes me and I like him. He knows that. But I just cannot stand the type of politics that we play. That's all. I've told you that my freedom is sacrosanct. It's very, very my freedom. I'm not ready to trade my freedom with any. Tomorrow, if I see Tinubu, I will prostrate, I will greet him as my big egbon. We will hug as usual and everything. You can see, even because of him, I stopped writing. But anytime I wrote anything about his government, they would say I'm attacking him, I'm abusing him. But I gave him the honor and I said, okay. So if since people don't want me to talk, because I have elders that I respect, General Akere, Chief Olusegun Oshoba, no Baba Konde, people who are very close to him that I respect so much. But they know my opinion. And they know I've always been in opposition. So, for me, I've tried my best to respect him. Those who abused him, black and blue, they are with him. I have never. Have you ever seen me abuse him personally and all that. If somebody is your friend, you try. But that does not mean I will not criticize his policy against other political parties, trying to kill other political parties. I will never defend him on it. And let it be on record that I spoke up when others kept quiet. So it's not out of envy or anything. Why should I be envious? So that's who I am. I'm not envious of anybody. Okay? Before we start talking about policies, let's all survive first as political institutions. Policies come after you can take power. But for now, the most important policy we must talk about is the issue of the attack on democracy, the attack on our democratic rights. That is what we need to speak about. Because that is the very foundation of every government. Without democracy, we must know what we are practicing. Are we Democrats? Are we monarchical? So that's it. Those who abuse me, I wish you well. I deserve an award of hypocrisy. What is hypocrisy? In saying this is where I stand. Hypocrisy is when you stand somewhere, but you're actually elsewhere. There's nothing hypocritical about me. I make sure that everything is like this. You can see my hands, you can see my fingers, you can see everything. This is who I am. I will not call A B or B A. That's all. Our new party has got no direction. So why don't you face your own party that has direction and make sure you win election? Why are you also bothered about other people's party? I'm not bothered about APC. APC probably has more crises today coming than PDP and ADC combined. But I'm not bothered about that. I'm bothered about my own party, that you should let it breathe. Whether you love our party or you think our party is bad or not, just let it breathe. That's all. I didn't say you should not talk about policy. I said first, we must survive as an entity before you talk about policy. I don't have a right to determine how I want to approach my conversations on these platforms. So that's what I'm saying. We get angry, we get rude just because your thoughts don't align with mine. There is no purpose for that. I won't abuse you or attack me for not agreeing with me. You have a right, to your own choices, just as I have to mine. I did not say people should not relocate abroad. I said if you have 30 million naira in Nigeria, you can do so much with it instead of going abroad where you'll be treated, unfairly, where you'll be harassed by immigration, by police, and so on, where you may be forced to wash plates, to clean the floor, to clean toilets, to even clean dead bodies. So I never said don't go abroad. But go abroad if you have relevant papers, if you have a job waiting for you. But if you don't, and you sell off everything you have, and it totals up to 30 million, it means that you've wasted your life. You don't just wake up and say, I'm going abroad, I have 30 million. Let me go and buy tickets, let me go. You get there, you have to pay your bills. Even if you have your father and mother living there, life is not going to be easy. That's what I said. I have access to other countries. I don't live there, okay? Because I know I cannot afford to survive in those places. So it's a very honest truth that I spoke, but people don't have to agree. The man who needs a job, unfortunately, even my own children are looking for jobs. That's the truth. It's not easy to get jobs these days. So I pray that God will provide one for you miraculously. and everything will be okay. You said Atiku is not marketable, yet he came second the last time, or you didn't check that? How do I think the 2027 election to be? If Tinubu allows other parties to contest, but the way it is going, it seems he does not want any competition whatsoever. If he allows them to contest, it will come and go, and the winner will be the winner. Timo Sterling, you're asking me if I ever received money from Wike. Why didn't you ask me if I was a consultant to Wike? Have you seen anybody who does free consultancy? Or what kind of funny question is that? So you can ask Wike, he invited, I put the video here, he invited us to come and work for him for 2 weeks. Do I run a charity? What a question. No, my drink is just pure orange juice, made in my house in Ghana. I didn't buy it. We bought oranges, and they were squeezed by my chefs, the best you can find anywhere in the world. Very, very fresh. No preservative, nothing. APC attack dogs are all out for your there's nothing wrong with that. At least they will be gainfully employed. We're looking for jobs for people, and those jobs might include, social media trolls and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. Attacking people, if attacking people could kill, a lot of our leaders would have died since. Yeah, they are afraid of Atiku. That's why they are campaigning, waging war against him. And they are insisting that other parties should field candidates from the South. What's your business in where the other parties want to field people from? Thank you, Adedapo Collins. If you know me, I don't speak or respond every day. I'm not that kind of person. You can see me tonight, and every attempt to drag me into such discussions I have avoided. Yes, it's a very relevant question. Somebody invited someone to come and work, to bring his team to come and work for him for 2 weeks. What did you expect them to do? To come there and play. You are doing PR for someone. You expect that person to come there and play. I've never seen. Well. So what is wrong with promoting Atiku if I believe Atiku is my favorite candidate? What's wrong with that? Have I ever stopped you from promoting yours? That's bullying. It's called cyber bullying, to bully me to say I have no right to support my own candidate.